Hey guys, want to bring you another NBA video on today's Game 3 of the Houston Rockets and the Golden State Warriors. Warriors handed it to the Rockets with convincing win. What a blowout. 35-point win. Game was never really close. Actually, all 4 quarters of the phase, Houston never made a run to close out the gap. They were pretty much down the whole time. It looks like Houston was already packing up mentally, physically. I mean, they were out rebound 60-39. That is 21 rebound differential times 2. Hey, that's 42 points. Or even if you think about a couple of threes, so if you think about that, the difference maker. They got out rebound. I mean, they lost by 35 points, and to give them second, third shots, that's way too many for any team to prevail. Especially, look at Harrison Barnes. He didn't have a good game. 0 for 9. But obviously, when you have an MVP player like Steph Curry, hey, he played like an MVP tonight with 40 points. Klay Thompson obviously did his thing by holding James Harden. James Harden, the runner-up MVP, did not do much with his opportunity. It just seemed like he was trying to get Josh Smith and Dwight Howard going first before James Harden could get himself going. But it was a horrible night for him shooting-wise. 3 for 16. Free throw-wise, hey, if he didn't have those free throws, he would not have the 17 points to help with the Rockets. Corey Brewer, 13 points off the bench. Terrence Jones needs to contribute. This is a big gaping hole for, well, if you think about for the Rockets, they're going to have to address probably on the offseason their bench. Their bench is, I mean, they almost lost to the Clippers because of the bench. If they could add depth to their bench, it's going to be a lot better that way. I mean, if you actually think about it, who is most important in the series, if you look at it, and who would have helped, is Patrick Beverley. I know most people probably don't watch Patrick Beverley, but he would have helped with guarding and trying to slow down Steph Curry. I mean, yeah, Jason Terry is a nice piece and everything. Off the bench, though, he was very effective coming off the bench, but for him, Patrick Beverley is much more efficient on defense. He helps with, I mean, there's a lot of scoring punches off that starting lineup. You got Trevor Ariza, Dwight Howard, James Harden, and Josh Smith. That's more than enough to score off that. And what's most important? Well, I would say you're going to need some guy that's going to be playing defense. This team needed some more defensive power. And Dante Montruzis, that's another guy that was starting some games too. Those are 2 important starters that would have helped this team. So that's something that they need to address. Probably just need those 2 guys being healthy. But the future for the Houston Rockets looks very promising if they get their players and team. It's going to be interesting with Josh Smith. He's a free agent after this because he signed that 1 year after Detroit let him go, but it will be interesting if he's going to get a long-term deal. I know they want a big 3. I don't know if Josh Smith is considered a big 3 at this point with Dwight Howard and James Harden, but they would love to keep Josh Smith if there's a way to make the money work. But, I mean, no team has ever come back from being down 0-3. Golden State Warriors looks like they want the championship more. This is their time, looks like, and this is something mentally and that's probably daunting though, because if you think about it, they're 0-7 including the regular season and the playoffs against the Warriors, and they haven't shown up, and I don't see how they're going to show up the next 4 games if they want to win the series. That's why I said they needed to win tonight's game or the last game. That was crucial. Yeah, you had the momentum thinking, hey, we let 2 games, but you laid a goose. You laid an egg tonight. It looked horrible from get-go. I don't see how you could have any momentum going into this last game. Like I said, after game 2, I thought it's going to be a sweep. So because well, actually, I thought it's going to depend on game 3. If they lose, I think it's going to be a sweep. If they won tonight, then sure, I think they could push it up to 6 or 7 easily. But it just sucked the momentum out tonight, and it's pretty much over. I think this is where Golden State Warriors were thankful to have the Houston Rockets playing against them in the conference finals, and then because the Clippers would have put up a better matchup, to be honest. Clippers would have had a better fight. It would have been more competitive and interesting matchup. For the Houston Rockets, they would have probably, to be honest, preferred to have met up with the Memphis Grizzlies in that finals, Western Conference Finals. So it didn't turn out that way, but hey, the Warriors got a good look, and I think right now, I think the Warriors should be able to take it all. It doesn't matter if it's LeBron and the Cavs or the Atlanta Hawks, but I don't think the Hawks look very good at all. It's probably going to be interesting to see Cleveland. I honestly think at this point it's going to be a very interesting matchup if it's going to be Cleveland versus Golden State. So go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe on what you thought of tonight's game if you even watched it. But yeah, thanks.